Railway Minister Sadananda Gowda announced a slew of new measures, including the much-hyped bullet train in the maiden railway budget of the Narendra Modi government. Emphasizing on passengers' safety amenities and new facilities, Mr. Gowda also endorsed last month's fare hike. He has also proposed one high-speed train service from Mumbai to Goa.
In the railway budget tabled in the Lok Sabha, Railways Minister Sadananda Gowda said that his government wants to make the Indian Railways the largest freight carrier in the world. He said that the gross traffic receipts in 2013-2014 were Rs 12,35,558 crore and the operating ratio was 94%. The railways currently use 94 paise out of every rupee earned towards expenses, leaving little surplus funds for infrastructure development, he added, stating that he can't depend on hiking rail fares to generate revenue alone. He said that the government has decided to explore alternative sources of resource mobilization. The Railways Minister said that the fare revision will bring in an additional Rs 8,000 crore. He also stated that the government will focus on completing old projects rather than announcing new ones as was the norm. Some of the budget highlights include introduction of 58 new trains including 5 Janasadaran trains, 5 premium trains, 6 AC express trains and 27 express trains, a bullet train on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route, high-speed trains on 9 routes including Mumbai to Goa, Delhi to Agra, Delhi to Chandigarh and Mysore-Bangalore-Chennai with an increased speed of 200 km per hour. The budget has also proposed a diamond quadrilateral network of high-speed trains to connect all major metros. Cooked, ready-to-eat meals of known brands will also be served on the trains. Food courts will be introduced at major stations to provide regional flavor. CCTV cameras will also be installed at railway stations for monitoring cleanliness. A dedicated freight corridor on the eastern and western corridors has also been proposed. Tourist trains will be introduced to link all major places of tourist interest across the country. 4,000 women constables will be recruited to ensure safety of women on trains. 17,000 RPF constables will also provide safety to passengers. The railway budget also proposed improving the e-ticketing system. Future e-ticketing service will support 7,200 tickets per minute and will allow 1,20,000 simultaneous users. Wi-Fi and workstation facilities on select trains has also been proposed. Speaking to Goa 365, the State Congress President John Fernandez said he felt that an attempt to privatize the railways was being made by the NDA government. He also said that the proposed fast train would spell doom for Goa.
The rail fare were already increased, the freight fare increased by the government. And Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, has fooled the people of this country. 55% of people of this country has not welcomed this budget, saying that it is a good budget. What we see is that there is an attempt to privatize the railways and give it in the hands of traders and corporates. Therefore, Prime Minister have spoken of privatization. So, I feel this government also wants to get 100% FDI in the railways. Goa, I am told there is a fast train, but if they have announced anything in hurry, Goa is a single track railway line, Konkan Railway, and that railway line is very fragile. In monsoon, even the Rajdhani train goes very slow and takes 6 hours more than the normal time. So if they have not done a study, I think it is a wrong thing for the Prime Minister and the Railway Minister to announce it without making a proper study.
The Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry has given a thumbs up to the budget, calling it a progressive and forward-looking one.
We find that the Railway Minister has talked about establishing dedicated freight corridors for the country. This would ensure very timely movement of the goods, particularly when it comes to agricultural goods or the vegetables and the fruits which are perishable in nature. Speed is one more thing which we have been looking at. He has talked about having one bullet train and also introducing fast trains between certain stations. Almost 9 trains is talked about. In particular, the train which we are looking at is the Goa-Bombay train, which would be one among those 9 routes. What investment is talking about involving public sector units, is also talking about having foreign direct investment into the railways, and this would be a very good thing, because the kind of things which we envisage is a huge investment in the railways in the coming years, and this may not be entirely possible for the government to make, and therefore this is a very wise decision. Number of out-of-box ideas have been put into the budget. Overall, the Goa Chamber of Commerce feels that it's a very progressive and a forward-looking budget, and in course of time it should see railways as one of the best managed public sector undertakings in the world.